Time for your franchise focus. Caleb Williams, what a game this was. And honestly, these numbers don't even do it justice. So he finishes 20 of 36, 220 passing yards. Easily should have been over 300, probably 350 or more. Those 63 rushing yards were huge. Steven, shout out to Steven. He called that out earlier this morning that he liked Caleb running the ball today. 2 touchdowns, 1 throwing, one rushing. And then, obviously the third down numbers and the fourth down numbers were not great today. Those were not all on Caleb. Drops a part of it. This was just one of those games where you got to turn on the film. Those numbers aren't bad, which is great, but you turn on the film and it's even better.
Yeah. Well, people will look at those stats and say, "Oh, he's mid." But
I got a text in the middle of the fourth quarter from a Packer buddy that said Caleb is ass.
Yeah, exactly. Because of stats, and they see red zone.
It just goes like people show their hand. Yeah. Like today, so many Caleb doubters showed their hand so quickly by blaming this game on him. Kind of shows your lack of open-mindedness to a conversation. You've already given up on Caleb. Christian Solid tweeting me all day, you're a moron, okay? You know exactly. I know you're in the chat, Christian, and all you want to do is hate on him and blame everything on the quarterback. It's silly. Give this dude a chance. Open your eyes to what he did the entire game. He was out there throwing dots in the first half, in those first quarter. 2 drops, huge ones in the end zone that were absolute dime balls on the move. Caleb Williams started the game great. Players didn't help him out, and then ended the game like a superstar. For anyone to be sending you text, Hogue, or sending me tweets, or any of these guys out there looking to write this dude off, sharpen your knives at him because you've got some predisposed opinion of him over the last 2 years, you are jaded, and you will not be open to giving up the idea that you might be wrong about Caleb Williams. And it doesn't matter because he's not listening. He's going to be unapologetic, painting his nails and glitzy gazelling his ass into the end zone. And you guys can keep writing or tweeting or doing whatever you want to do or texting. Caleb Williams is winning games right now.
Right. But if he is listening to the show, Caleb, we'd love to have you on someday.
I didn't get any texts of people talking about Caleb. The guy that was on blast for me and was I thought Ben Johnson was having a little bit of a rough day. You came into this game. The New York Giants can't stop the run. The Bears did not run the ball a ton today. I was completely surprised by why would you not put the ball back in Kyle Monangai's hands? Why wouldn't you lean on DeAndre Swift? They just didn't do it. It put a lot of pressure on the quarterback that seemed unnecessary. But in the end, what Ben has developed here and what Caleb has really been all about since he's been here. You say whatever you want about him. That dude believes in himself, and this team now all of a sudden believes in themselves that they will come back down 10 in the fourth quarter on a day where it feels terrible and Greg Braggs leaves the stadium to try to get a different flow going on here. And somehow, some way, the Bears have been able to flip it in the fourth quarter, and that is, to me, the most exciting thing that's going on right now. There is a belief that this team is going to find a way, and we haven't had that in Chicago in, maybe literally ever as far as fourth quarters go.
Yeah, I think his confidence is off the charts because there's been games where he's really struggled at times with the accuracy, right, the happy feet. But today was actually, like, in the pocket was awesome. The Giants should have sacked him about 8 times. Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, literally like Houdini out there.
Dead to rights.
Yep. Was able to get outside
you called
that.
Him Houdini.
He
was Houdini.
It was unbelievable. Abdul Carter probably should have had 3 sacks. Brian Burns probably should have had 4. But literally, that was unbelievable, his escapability. And what I like is the ability that when things aren't going perfect, he still rallied them. He still got the job done. And stats only tell a little bit about the tail of it because people will look at it and say, oh, the stats aren't great. You got to look at the full picture of the game. He's throwing the ball on the money, and the accuracy was there. So we're seeing improvement from them, and nothing's going to be perfect in this league. Win is a win. It doesn't matter how pretty it was, how ugly it was. A win's a win.
You guys probably don't know the answer to this, but if you didn't, you watched the game, like – how many times would you have guessed Caleb got sacked today?
I would have said 6 at least.
0, right?
The answer is 0. I was just thinking like he probably got sacked twice, but he avoided like 4 or 5 others. Yeah. He didn't get sacked somehow.
Yep.
That's insane. He was
That's what
running
I'm saying. They
around
should have
the
had
whole
8.
game.
Ryan
Yeah, one of them got
Yeah,
called
one
back.
got called back.
Abdul Carter.
That's what I'm saying. He put this team on his back today. And that was after the team had let him down time after time after time. Yep. And, you know, you got people say, oh, Jackson Dart's outplaying him. No, he wasn't. The Giants players were making catches on the sidelines when the Bears players weren't. And so you're 100% right. The Houdini Act, avoiding the sacks, the accuracy today was on point. Everything, his confidence. I mean, you saw it in the last game against Cincinnati. There's a still screenshot picture of him smiling before he threw the game-winning touchdown drive against the Bengals. I promise it was the same thing going into that last drive for this game. His calm demeanor is something that is a real weapon for him because he doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low, and is ready for those moments.